Live show. We're live 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Um, it's just the way that it is. Every day, we just keep showing up. Keep showing up. I had meetings this morning. Wednesdays, I think, are going to be late shows in general. I have a meeting tomorrow, so we'll have to see what time that goes. But we just keep showing up. We haven't been that consistent with the time. Last night, some exciting baseball games. I had the Guardians as my big play there, and they blew the lead. Charlie Blackmon giveth. Charlie Blackmon took away. He hit the 2-run homer to tie it, and then in extra innings, he makes the base running blunder, gets nailed at the plate, and the Rockies end up losing that game. I had the Guardians. So I will take it any way I can get it. And then Romanelli had the Giants on the run line, blew the run line, and then end up getting a run back in the 8th inning, bottom of the 8th. So, anyways, good times. How you doing today, Chris?
It was a decent day from yesterday, but unfortunately the one play I didn't get was my pickoff play. Had the Phillies. They looked good, but then they turned into the suckiest bunch of sucks that ever sucked and blew that lead for me. And well, the rest was history. They couldn't come back in the bottom of the 9th, but that's fine. Look back. We go forward, and I like today's card. I like it a lot.
Well, the nice thing about being the suckiest sucks that ever sucked, definitely it's one of the mandatory things for admission to one of the latest podcasts out there, and also to some of our competitors' websites. It's like if you have that on there, it's like, come on in, the water's warm. It's like.
I don't know. They have enough room for the Phillies bullpen yesterday. Juris Familia mostly.
they keep looking at the roster. I mean, they would be kind of be the upper edge, the A player, right? That would be like
be stocked for guests for a month.
In the 4-man golf scramble of sports handicapping, they're your A player. That would be your A player. Some of the other guys, man. Oh my God.
Yeah, Brian and I talked about it before we came on, and just how upset I was at that collapse. But it's okay. It's baseball. It happens.
Could be worse. Could have the mail order bride or something. Anyways, Brian, how are you doing today?
Well, one man's suck is another man's pleasure. In that Marlins Phillies game, I needed the Marlins, so I was pleasured. I was pleased by the end of it. But on the other hand, my big play, the Texas Rangers, they gave up 4 runs in the 8th inning to the Houston Astros, and I went 2-1 yesterday. But the play I really needed was the Texas Rangers, and that just they imploded late in that one for me.
I went 3-2. I put out 5 plays yesterday, and it's like my 2 big bombers both did not come in. The Rays and the A's, but all my other
Rays were right there all night.
I guess it was chalky, except for the Toronto Blue Jays, who just got woodshedded. Anyways.
It wasn't my type of night yesterday. Even though I was 2-1, you got to take the overall scope of stuff on the board yesterday.
Well, the beauty of it is, especially in baseball season, it's always tomorrow's another day, and today is another day. It's not the same day as yesterday, because yesterday was Tuesday and today is Wednesday. Yesterday was the 14th and today is the 15th. So we're really getting deep into conversation here. We don't want to confuse anybody. But not only is it a new day, it's a different day. I'm not just making this stuff up either. But we got plenty of games on the card today. We've got 15 Major League Baseball games. We've got NHL, the finals, the Stanley Cup finals start today. Chris, you excited about the Stanley Cup finals?
You know what? I am. I know this was I think a very trendy Stanley Cup finals pick for a lot of people at the beginning of the season. There's a lot of hype around the Colorado Avalanche, and obviously the Lightning were the 2-time defending Stanley Cup champions, and it came to fruition. But I think it's going to be a great series for sure.
Wow, there is a lot of Russian players. Do you think they have? What do they have? Like if you're in Russia,
don't start.
Like if you're in Russia, right, and you get a Russian bride, Do they still have mail order brides in Russia, or do you have to? Does it have to only work?
No, they just fly on the Tampa Bay team plane.
Isn't it like a paid chat or something? So it's almost like online prostitution without the sex. Isn't that how that works?
I cannot confirm nor deny that. I have no quote unquote experience on the matter, so I'm pleading the fifth.
Well, why don't we just make some stuff up and treat it as fact? That's
there we go. We can do that.
But yeah.
Especially if you just slap it on me. I'm used to it at this point. She said.
All right. Well, the betting tools here say Avalanche by 1. Is pretty much what I was able to squeeze out of the betting tools this morning. Any thoughts?
Yeah, that's kind of where in line where I was going to go. There's no value with taking the Lightning at plus 1.5, minus 210.
When has that ever stopped you? When has that ever?
Yeah, this is true. But it's going to stop me here because I think that I think it is a 1-goal game, but I don't want to lay minus 210 with that. I think the Colorado Avalanche find a way to get the job done. They won the 2 meetings in the regular season, and a lot of people love the Lightning, and I can get why. This is going to be the toughest goaltending task that the Avalanche have had to face in the playoffs. But the Avs won, I believe, it was close to 75% of their home games this season, including the playoffs. And they've just been the better team. They've been on a tear in the playoffs so far. So I like Colorado to get the job done in regulation, get that minus 161 price down to something a lot more manageable. Yeah, I think it is. I think it's a 3-2 game. So give me the Avs in regulation.
Well, Brian likes Brian likes a nice minus 210 favorite. Brian, what are you thinking here?
And as far as this game goes, I don't like everybody that I hear back in Tampa Bay, but I'm gonna ride with it here just for some action. I find value here with the Lightning. They look like a team possessed in the playoffs, and Colorado is the best team in hockey. But I think Tampa Bay has the playoff pedigree, and you're going to pay me plus money. I wouldn't be surprised if they came out and shocked them in Game 1. It's nothing I'm going to bet my house on, but I like Tampa Bay.
All right, I like the Avalanche. We move on. It is Major League Baseball all day today. It's these are the good days, right? Where it's just all day long. We got Major League Baseball action. We open it up in Philadelphia, where the Phillies take on the Marlins. We got the Tigers taking on the White Sox, and the Rangers taking on the Astros. So three of the games involve 2 of the teams that you guys that did you dirty yesterday. Brian, what do you think?
Boy, I'm waiting to see who the actual starter is for Miami, but I wish it was Lopez. But I'm going to take the Miami Marlins here for just a small $60 bet here, just to keep me interested in the game. I just like the way the Marlins play the Phillies. Yesterday was a lucky win, but I think if the Phillies can get Kyle Gibson out of there by the 5th or early 6th inning and get to that Phillies bullpen, I think the Marlins have a good chance to walk it off. Oh, wait, in the second game, Detroit Tigers, I'll take Fado on the mound. Tigers are actually slight favorites here at home against Velasquez off the injured list. I don't know if he had an injured groin. I think Velasquez is a mess. I think White Sox on the road. I'll take the Tigers here for a small shot.
Are you going to watch the game from the gym?
The Phillies, the Marlins, I'm probably going to be on the golf course, probably still roasting my butt off. It's like close to 90 here. So.
Well, if you're in the greater Philadelphia area and you're golfing today, make sure you wear your lacrosse helmet. Chris, what do you think?
Yeah, I want to confirm a starter for Miami. I know Pablo Lopez had his start scratched today. He had a wrist issue. So I want to kind of see who Miami throws out there. But I'm going to lean towards the under in that Detroit game. I don't think Velasquez has been all that terrible. Alex Fado has been very good, and I think this could just be a lower scoring game. I could see a 4-3 game, whichever way you have that one going. So give me the under in that one. And I'm going to go with the Houston Astros on the money line. I just, Luis Garcia, he's pitched really well on the road. The Astros just weren't giving him any support on the road. In the last 3 road starts, Garcia's only received 2 runs of support or less in each of those 3 starts. So the Astros have been hitting better, though, as of late, and I think they could get to whoever Texas puts out here. I don't think whoever Texas throws out is going to be able to match zeros with Garcia here. So give me Houston.
I like the White Sox in a big way here at Comerica, where they have ruled the roost They just do not lose against the Tigers at Comerica. Matter of fact, they cover the run line there on a regular basis. Lay the 1.5 here with the White Sox. Brian, what are you selling today?
Nope, off a winning day yesterday. I'm going to try to keep it going forward today. I got my Major League Baseball Titanium play. That's my best bet on the board for just $15. Or you can get my Square Dancing 3-pack, all 3 Major League Baseball best bets for $50 at pickdogs.com. Or make sure you signed up for YouTube Premium VIP membership. Best deal on handicap, and one of those picks will be on the show.
Chris?
Yeah, for me, a 3-in-1 day yesterday, hoping to carry that forward. Like I said earlier, the pickoff play didn't come in for us, 1 inning away, but bounced back today with my pickoff play. I believe it's my pickoff play of the week. It's my favorite bet. I think I could have all week this week. And if you're looking for a little bit more action, I got that pickoff play as part of my walk-off Wednesday 3-pack. Got both of those. $15 for the pickoff play by itself, or $39.95 for the 3-pack at Pick Dogs Premium.
Well, that's exciting. I got my MLB big play, $15. Get 10% off all of June. Right there. Means it'll cost you $13.50. 5 of my last 7 $15 big plays, including last night's easy winner in extra innings. Catching Charlie Blackmon in the rundown, heading for home. Had it all the way. Yeah. 5 of my last 7. And I really like today's play. Huh. Go to our next set of games. The Diamondbacks and the Reds. Zach Gallen versus Luis Castillo. Got the Giants taking on the Royals. Heasley on the mound. And then you've got the Mariners up against the Twins. It was the Logan Gilbert show last night. Brian?
I love me some Logan Gilbert. I'm not as high on Marco Gonzalez, but I'll back him against small tonight, today with the Seattle Mariners. I just like the way Mariners are playing. This is Gray's Sonny Gray coming back for the Twins, and he's been rock solid all season. But I think at this price, I'll take a chance at Seattle. And then you mentioned Arizona and Cincinnati, correct? For me in that game, Zach Gallen is my favorite pitcher to back. But I just think the Reds are playing overall better baseball over their last dozen or so games. And Castillo, I really think he's making a push for another team. I think he has a solid 6-inning effort, and the Cincinnati Reds get the W.
Chris?
Yeah, I'm going to go with the under in Cincinnati, Arizona. These two teams played late into last night, and I think it's going to be a quick turnaround. Two of the better pitchers in Cincinnati and Arizona's respective rotations. I think it's just a low-scoring game, so it's going to be the under there. And I'm going to go with the over between the Twins and Mariners. I like watching Marco Gonzalez pitch, but he always seems to get himself into a jam once, twice, maybe even 3 times a game. And I don't know if the Twins are going to let him off the hook. And on the flip side, I don't trust Sonny Gray at all. So even coming off the injured list, I think the Mariners can get to him. I like this game to finish closer to double digits. So give me the over between the Twins and Mariners.
I like the under in the Reds, Diamondbacks. I like the Giants against the Royals. I think you could lay 5, 3.5, whatever. It doesn't matter. And I like the Yerfie in the Mariners-Twins matchup. Anyways, we move on. Kind of moving right along here today, aren't we?
I like a brisk pace.
If you haven't checked out the YouTube Premium and VIP package, there's no better time than today.
I believe yesterday I was 3-0 on that, off the top of my head. So hopefully
that was yesterday, because right
that was
now,
yesterday.
then, you know what that means? There's no better time than today.
Yeah.
You got the Nationals up against the Braves. Eric Fedde's pitching. This guy seems to pitch every day. Got
He's not that.
the Rays and the Yankees and the Blue Jays trying to recover from the embarrassment losing last night to the Orioles. I don't think it gets any better for them. I like the Orioles in this one. Money line, reverse run line against Barrios. I like the Yerfy. I think just, I don't know. Peanuts always taste better at the ballpark, and they always taste better when the Blue Jays lose. Got, I also like the Rays in this one against the Yankees. Cortez starting to see a slight regression there. And Spencer Strider looked to be large and in charge last time out. I'm surprised that he opened at only minus 150. The line shot, though, quickly to minus 180-ish. Chris, what do you think?
I'm going to go with the Blue Jays team total over 5.5. I think Bruce Zimmerman gets teed off on again here. He's allowed 27 earned runs in his last 5 starts. And I just don't think that's a recipe for success. I like the Atlanta Braves first 5 minus half a run. I just think that Eric Fede had no success in his career against Atlanta. And I think that the Braves get to him early in that one. And I'm going to go with the first 5 innings under between the Rays and Yankees. I think it's going to be a pitcher's duel all day. And I really like the first 5 under in that one while both starters stay in. And I also like the over 2.5 first inning runs between the Jays and Orioles plus 525.
What's the best snack food that they have in Toronto at the Dome?
Oof. They've been changing them up, but the last time I went to the game, they had what was it? It was like cheeseburger fries. Those were really good.
Cheeseburger fries.
Yeah, they had like waffle fries with like cheddar cheese sauce,
Ooh,
ground beef, lettuce, tomato.
that sounds good.
And a bun? No
bun.
Oh.
No bun.
Oh, Atkins friendly. Brian, what do you like?
Well, this is my super square portion of the show here. I'm going to take the Toronto Blue Jays. I'm going to lay the minus 2.5 here. Barrios looked very sturdy last 2 starts, 7 and 8 innings. He's gone, and Zimmerman might be turning into the worst starting pitcher in baseball. He's been getting blown up 18 runs over his last 14 and 3rd innings. I like the Baltimore Orioles. I love what they did yesterday, but I think the Jays get him back here. And then another probably square play. I'm going to take the Rays and Yankees under 7 runs. I like what Cortez has been doing. He has started to regress a little bit, but he's been fantastic. So, and McClanahan, I think he's the best the Rays have to offer starting pitcher. Both teams need this game. I think it goes under the 7.
Is like deep fried on the Atkins plan? Does that count, or is it?
I think the thing that throws that thing from
Is
the
the lettuce?
thing,
The
no,
lettuce?
it's the fries.
Oh, the fries themselves. Even without the bun?
Yeah.
Learn something new.
If you had just the burger with like the lettuce and tomato and the cheese, it'd probably be okay.
I like the Braves. Parlay him up with the Orioles here. Makes a lot of sense.
I think you're foolish and lack vision.
It happens. It happens.
I'm trying to see if there's anything that I'm missing from the food that
Today at the food court with Chris Ruffalo.
should do that as a daily thing. Go ballpark to ballpark.
That'd be a good YouTube video.
Never mind. I found the thing that I wouldn't eat, but some people would eat. A peanut butter fried pickle poutine. No, thank you.
All right, speaking of peanut butter fried pickle poutine, we've got the Red Sox against the A's. We've got the...
Do we have 2 different starters in the Oakland Red Sox game, or is it always the Winchkowski for Boston? Is that how you pronounce it?
Ruffalo?
I'm seeing Winkowski and Caprillion.
Anyways, Red Sox against the A's. We've got the Mets against the Brewers and Cardinals against the Pirates. The Pirates really kind of the wheels off the cart here, but We all love Ronzi Contreras. Chris?
Yeah, and I think for me, there's no better team that Jack Flaherty could face in his debut. I'm going to go with the Cardinals in that one. I may even go -1.5. Like you said, the wheels look like they all are falling off the cart. I don't expect Contreras to have a bad start, but I expect the Cardinals to do just enough to get the win on the run line here. Flaherty, 8-1 with an ERA just over 2 in his career against the Pirates. I think the Cardinals going to be pumped up to have him back in the lineup and could take advantage with the Cardinals there. I'm looking at the Milwaukee Brewers on the money line, a pretty good price with Corbin Burns. I know the Mets swing a hot bat, especially at home, but I'm not sold on David Peterson just yet. I think he's had a good start, but we'll have to see if that's sustainable. And give me the over 9.5 between the A's and Red Sox. James Caprillion, he's nothing worth writing home about. And Josh Winkowski, there's not much of a book on this guy, but I think he's a minor league pitcher at best, just making a spot start here. So give me the over in that one.
Brian?
Yeah, I hate to go against my good buddy Chris here, but I think I'm going to take the under 9.5 in Boston, Oakland. Just seems like an easy over with two pitchers going here listed that are absolutely horrible. I just think Boston sleepwalks to a victory against Oakland. St. Louis and the Pittsburgh Pirates. I'm going to take a chance here in the Pirates with Contreras, one of my favorite Pittsburgh Pirates players. Flaherty limited to 60 pitches in this outing, so then it's on to the Cardinals bullpen. I think the Pirates can catch him late, get a late walk-off plus money winner here. Well, they can't really walk it off. They're the visiting team, but I see the Pirates winning this one. I'm going to try them on the money line.
Cardinals for me. I love Contreras, but last time out he did not look as good, gave up some home runs and the like. David Peterson is one of my favorite pitchers to fade, and yeah, I've been against the Red Sox every single game in this series. I think it's time to get on them here. I'm going to take the Red Sox. Move on. We've got the Cubs taking on the Padres. We've got the Rockies taking on the Guardians, and the Dodgers Angels rounding out today's card. Brian?
I like the closeout games here. The Angels really broke my heart at the +1.5. They gave up a run to the Dodgers. I think it was in the 8th inning last night. Really hurt me. But I'm going to be back on the Angels here on the +1.5 here. I think they can keep it within a run. I actually think we're going to see a bunch of runs scored in this game, which you wouldn't think because the Angels' offenses look pathetic. But I think Tyler Anderson overrated. I think Reed Detmer will give up his share of runs also. Then the Cubs Padres. I think the Cubs are the play here. I mean, how often do you see Chicago Cubs at -135? I think it's a big pitching mismatch. Weathers has been brutal in AAA, over 7 ERA, and they call him up to the big leagues. And Killian, I think he's tremendously talented, and the Cubs get a win today. I mean, the line tells you everything.
Yeah, for me, I'm not going near that Padres Cubs game. When was the last time you saw an ERA, or sorry, a total of 12 for a game at Wrigley? That's bonkers. But I'm going to go with the Cleveland Guardians here. Just a fade of Austin Gomber. I liked Gomber last year. He was a money machine for me, especially at home, but it has not been the case this season. Has an ERA over 6 wherever he's pitching this season. I don't love Connor Pilkington, but he's worked his way into a spot in the Guardians rotation. I think it's for a reason. I think he's got some solid stuff. So give me the Guardians in this one. And I hate to disagree with Brian, but I'm going to go with the Dodgers -1.5. I just think that you have two teams with pitchers like Reed Detmers and Tyler Anderson. Detmers has pitched fairly well in his last couple starts, 4 1/3 shutout innings in back-to-back starts, but the Angels just can't win with him on the mound. On the flip side, the Dodgers, I mean, Tyler Anderson, he had a bad start, but the Dodgers keep finding ways to lift him up and backing him. So give me the Dodgers on the run line there.
I like the over in that Dodgers-Angels game. Detmers and Anderson. I think once you're a Pirate, always a Pirate. Kind of like Pilkington here against Gomber, but Celine at best. And, well, the Cubs suck. Pretty much doesn't matter who's pitching against them. They still suck. And you guys ready for a parlay?
Yes, sir.
Who you got?
For mine, I'm going to go with the team total over for the Toronto Blue Jays. I'm going to go with the under 7.5 in the Reds and Diamondbacks, and the Cleveland Guardians on the money line.
For me, I'm going to take a simple little 2-game parlay here today. I'm going to take the Detroit Tigers money line over the White Sox and the Chicago Cubs on the money line.
Orioles, Padres, and Avalanche for me. This is Mitch. Thanks for joining us. Make it a winning day.